So much traffic happening behind me. It's like it's no traffic on the road, but the moment I go live, there's traffic all behind me. That's always fun. Mm-hmm. How are we all doing tonight? That guy's an expert parking guy. Hey, my truck's big. I'm going to take up 2 spaces like an idiot. No, don't back up and straighten yourself out, even though your driver's side is 4 feet from that line. People are jerks, man. I'll tell you what. Doc Shelley, hey Bane, how you doing, buddy? Hope your day went better than mine, because I had a basic recall on a job that ended up taking me 5 hours. The guy tipped me a dozen fresh eggs and a $20 bill. So that's why I made working basically all day on a Saturday. Check it out. Fresh, homestead, homegrown eggs from a farm down in Pendleton. Oh, can't wait to make one. Happy Saturday. What's up, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights? Better, thanks. That's the spirit. That's what I wanted to hear. I'm glad you're doing better. I really am. Nice eggs. I know, right? General Washington's back. The mental hospital called. They want you back. You said that last night, bro. Like, you're so unoriginal. General Washington, you are now in a timeout for 24 hours because you can't say anything original. The mental hospital called. They want you back. The jerk store called. They're running out of you. See, I stole a line from Seinfeld showing how unoriginal you sound. Hey, I'm going to come in and just instantly try to pawn off the same 2-bit, half-assed, limp joke I tried last night that got me put in a timeout. I'm sure he's not going to try to scold me on it because he's way more original and funny than me. That won't happen just because my parents are cousins and I don't know how to put together proper sentences that I thought of myself. Alabama called. They're ready for you to go back. Mobile, Alabama, specifically. How are we doing tonight? Other people that can talk, except not General Washington, who probably couldn't find the Delaware River on a map that was labeled with words. 7 people here, 1 thumbs up. Whoop, whoop. It's a party, party, party. General Washington, to you I say this. That's a line from Nine at the Roxbury, which me doing it is still more original than your best roast line. The mental hospital called. They want you back. Yeah, I didn't escape. I got a day pass. Y'all are funny. When people say, get a job, you think I've never heard that? And now you're in a timeout for 30 minutes. Get a job. I'm in a plumbing van in a high-vis jacket. I have a job. I know you're not used to seeing what the working class looks like because your dad left for cigarettes 12 years ago. But I'm going to need you to perch and rotate. People are astounding. The audacity, the tenacity, the testicular fortitude, the unmitigated temerity, the gall, the nerve, the balls. I'm not in your house. You came to mine. Now we're 3 people here, 1 thumbs up, but I can never believe that counter. People are like, hey, here's a stream with a guy who's talking into a camera who's got more mods here than people. I'm just going to say something random. and see if he or the mods ban me. Let's see what happens. Oh, there's Timmy. Timmy came to join us, also in a timeout. You look like my creepy neighbor. Do you even know your neighbor? You just assume he's creepy? You look like my creepy neighbor. And your neighbor's probably a regular dude, and you just see him, you're like, that guy's creepy. I mean, have you seen him like jerking off in the window with binoculars, watching women jog by? That's a creepy neighbor. If you can verify it, go ahead, tell me in the chat. Oh wait, you can't for another 10 minutes. Hey, from Ireland. Good day, lad. How are you? Mark O'Boyle, welcome to the stream. You are in my house on my phone. Demon Hunter Bear, what's up, legend? Hello, Tater Tots. Demon Hunter Bear always cheers me up. Every time I see Demon Hunter Bear, he's a legend. That's why he has a wrench. Doc Shelley, every time I see him, it cheers me up. All my mods, when I see them and they say something, hey, what's up? How's your night? Like, they're always like well-spirited, like in a good mood, which is the vibes we go for here. And you know that this is raw material. I'm in a plumbing van. So it's, oh, is that a green screen behind you? Hey, is that a cop van? Hey, do you work for ICE? Hey, the mental hospital called. They want you back. Hey, bum, get a job. You think I've never heard these? Oh, someone got timed out. Liberal. Skinwalker. Your name is Skinwalker? Did you call me a liberal? I saw a guy walking today and thought he looks creepy. Okay, that's quite the thought. Thank you for sharing your experiences. From St. Louis, hopefully it's warmer there than here. Yeah. Yo, W mods. Yeah, my mods are awesome. You have 10 people in here now. Thank you, Fuzzy Caller. That's awesome. Yeah, I have 10 people, 2 thumbs up. Hope you're all doing well. I was going to crack some jokes and try to be a little lively on a Saturday. 14 people here now. Party. So much stuff happening. I went to play bingo tonight, and there was $750 in the line. I did not win. Just saying. Do you work for ICE? I just pointed that out. How somebody said that. And now you are in a timeout for 5 minutes. Bane Bear is my hero. Your name is Bendejo? Yeah, that's funny. Merry Christmas. Okay, that's original. That's one of those things. WTF. Bane. What's up, Grant? Mine says 16 people here and 2 thumbs up because the rest of you are vegans. How do I have more mods in here than thumbs up? I'm talking to you, Doc Shelley and Grant. No, I'm kidding. It's 3 thumbs up. Okay, now I have as many mods as I do thumbs up. Anyways, it's been quite the interesting weekend. Oh, Demon Hunter Bear, you didn't see this? I got tipped $20 today. I got tipped $20 last night by one customer, and then today I got tipped $20 and a dozen fresh eggs off a homestead in Pendleton, South Carolina. Look at how beautiful those eggs are. Oh, they are just full of protein. I cannot wait to go home and make some eggs. Yeah. I'm entertained easily in parts of Pickens, like just eggs. Oh, people are getting banned. What's happening? Oh, let's see these messages. Panther, your name is Panther? Really? Hot Bowl 8576? No, he's not. What do you call a rich Chinese man? Bendejo, go ahead and tell me. What do you call a rich Chinese man? Hi from England. Cheerio, pip pip. You're 5 hours ahead of me, so I call the police now. Good luck finding me, dude. Stay tuned. Very nice. I love eggs. Who doesn't love eggs? That means my mods put them in a timeout for being dicks. See, these are usually Redditors, gammas, trolls, whatever you want to label them as. And they come into a live stream where they don't know the format or the live streamer, me. And they're just like, hey, I'm going to throw out some random line like, hey, is your refrigerator running? You better catch it. Hey, do you work for ICE in that van? It means they were banned, Fuzzy Caller. Good. Are you one of the smart people who's aware of what he's doing? I don't care about politics. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I live here in America and I work hard and I care about my kids, but like, dude, I pay more in taxes than most people get in a weekly paycheck, okay? Hey, how are you? Peacemaker, hey, how are you? I'm okay. Anywho, it's 12 people here, 5 thumbs up. Still a party hardy. It's just been a bit of kind of an odd week. Just really odd. Thank you, Demon Hunter Bear, vouching for me. It's a Peacemaker. It's a plumbing van. I'm a service plumber. Paul gets it, yeah, or their kids who shouldn't even have access to any of these channels and are annoying. Yeah, that's why my mods put them in timeout. Paul gets it. Shout out, Paul. Fair enough. I won't go on. Respect to you and to your family. Thank you, Hot Bowl 8576. Bane is a great. I'll take that. Thanks, Grant. Grant, how's baseball going? Is your coach mean, or is he inspiring, or have a little mixture of both? Fact, too many parents derelict their duties to the screen being a babysitter. Marina Watson. It's been an odd year up to now. You're not wrong, Marina. It has been an odd year. I've not had practice yet. Have you been practicing like you and your dad practicing? How's your at bat game? You good at when you're at bat, or you better in the field as like the pitcher? Did you get to be pitcher? Did they tell you what positions you're playing? Fill me in, suckle. 10 people here, 7 thumbs up. Yeah, 2026 is one of those years where it's like, I thought so much more would be happening by now, but it is not. Okay, Down syndrome truck driver next to me is beating on the bed of his truck. That's not weird. It's more scary that he looks Down syndrome and has a license. Wow. Make sure he gets on the road before I do. Give him a head start. South Carolina, Joanne. Oh, your first base. Nice. And you hit 30 home runs. That's awesome. Grant's going to be a baseball legend. New sub here in New Jersey. I love New Jersey. My mother's from New Jersey. What is the most common mistake you see open micers make in your expert opinion? Being overly confident to the point of arrogance. Thinking, these jokes are going to crush. And then they get up there and you could see the disappointment on their face when they don't crush. I've seen it go several different ways. Like, I'll give you an example. My first 10 open mics went like this. I crushed, I bombed. I crushed, I bombed. I crushed, I bombed. I crushed, I bombed. I crushed, literally back and forth. To where one week I'd be like, this is amazing. I want to do this forever. And then the next week is like, I'm pathetic. I have to go back and redeem myself. This is amazing. I want to do this forever. That was pathetic. I have to go back next week and redeem myself. This is amazing. I want to, like, literally went like that. But there are other people when they start comedy. Yeah. Hackensack. Oh my goodness, I dated a girl from Hackensack. My mom's from, like, Northvale, Paramus, Hackensack area. And I dated one of her sister's friend's daughters from up there. That's a long story. She was my first love. We were young. Anyways, I have seen open micers get some false confidence. They get up there and they luck out and do great on their first set. All right. And then they come back the next week, they bomb their second set. They come back a third week, they bomb the third set, and then they just give up. They're like, well, I'm not as funny as I thought. Comedy's not for me, instead of sticking with it. I've also seen it where comics that are actually tenacious will get up there and bomb their first week, bomb their second week, bomb their third week, bomb their fourth week, and then crush their fifth week and then fall in love with it. Nice. What's up, Shepherd's Chapel? Hope someone got timed out. Focus on the road. I'm at a gas station, bro. Focus on the road. It is not a running vehicle, my friend. Focus on the road, bro. Paul, can we recruit you to play for the St. Louis Cardinals? Nice. See, there you go, Grant. You got Paul as a supporter. Fitpole1, are you thinking about doing comedy? Fitpole1, is that why you're asking? Because, I mean, I've done probably, I think, I don't know the exact number, but I've done like 150 open mics. And I still have a lot to learn. It is quite the craft. And it's just like Jordan Peterson once said, if you piss off a mob and then apologize to the mob, they're not the same mobs. The same applies to comedy. If you do really well at comedy, then really bad, then really well. There are 3 different audiences, you know, and you've got to have some jokes that land that people can relate to, you know, and it's odd. I once had a friend, Calvin, who did comedy and then he joined the Army, and he had 3 specific jokes he would use every time, and people would awkward laugh at them. Not funny laugh, awkward laugh. And he was like, man, I don't know why my jokes didn't hit tonight. I was like, maybe it's because you're the only one that's making jokes about looking up donkey porn, or having your friends sending you porn videos, or getting your junk stuck in a toy box when you were 7, or finding a porn DVD in your parents' DVD player. Nobody's going to relate. Are you a cop? Little Sierra, I get asked that every single night. No. Last night was trying, tonight's better. Doc Shelley, we're glad to see you in better spirits, for sure. Roy McClone, have some balls. Type it like a man. I'm gonna type code for this word that I know he's definitely not gonna say. Are you a convict? No. Yeah, Paul, you're right. I don't live on the streets, Michael. Grant will swing that band hammer. Like, he'll swing that band hammer at anything remotely questioning my authority here. Not that I have a huge amount of authority, but I'm not homeless. I am severely employed. I work 60 to 80 hours a week. Signal is terrible at my house. That's why I never stream from my house, because it gets all glitchy and pixelated, and the audio goes in and out, and then sometimes the stream cuts out, and I'll still be talking to the camera as if the stream's live, and 5 minutes later I'll be like, all right, y'all, good night, because the chat won't move, and then I'll realize that what was a 20-minute stream was actually a 10-minute stream, but it cut out because I'm nowhere near cell towers over there. So yeah, I park at gas stations, not unlike this one, and do live streams just a few miles from my house, because I live on a mountain and this is more ground level, surrounded by cell towers, so I get better reception. You know, where I just make a hee-haw of myself and try to make people laugh with my bubbly personality. What's up, Bex? We love you, Bane. Gonna get your bit. Gonna get your BLT? No, not tonight. What's your favorite band? Survivor, coming in with the hard questions. Bane is my favorite. Hee-haw. Nah, I'm your favorite jackass. I think if you had to say what's your favorite band, it would be a tie between like 12 different bands. But I gotta say, in the year 2000, I saw Muse perform in person when they were promoting their first album on a tour here in America. I saw them in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Tabernacle for $7. And 2 bands that opened for them were Tender Idols and Beulah. which did not go on to be really big bands, but Muse went on to international fame. And I got the only set list that night, and I got a poster signed by Chris Wolferstein, Dominic Howard, and Matthew Bellamy, all three members of Muse. I got to hang out with them backstage for an hour after the show. Yeah. Also, I got one of the guitar strings, and I got the only set list that night. And one of the songs he played that night was Plug In Baby, Plug In Baby. Heard it April of 2000. He did not release it on an album until 2005. Felt pretty privileged for that. So yeah, my top favorite band would probably have to be Muse, because I've been following them literally over a quarter century. I got the album from my parents for Christmas of 1999. Well, they're like, "What do you want?" I was like, "Oh, this album. Can I have that album?" It was $8.99 at Circuit City. Thank you, Grant. My first concert was Steve Green. It's a Christian singer. Guard your heart. You'd have to know to know. You like a variety of genre music, or what do you dislike the most? Rap to know. Doc Shelley, legend. Yeah. Nice. How about this? I respect and enjoy all genres of music except country and opera. Just not a fan of country and opera. Well, what about rap? Yeah, there's some rap that actually does take talent, that actually is pretty legit. Oh, really? Who's your favorite? I'm not saying mostly white rappers. Yeah, I said it. There, you asked. Okay, you didn't. I asked in my head as if you had asked, but you know what I mean. You will, Grant. It'll be great. Nice. I'm really enjoying Creed's Clearwater Revival. I'm taking your wrench away, Doc. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah. Waylon Jennings. I'm not a Waylon Jennings fan. I don't like country music. When I was a kid, that shit was crammed down my throat. And every time I had an older sibling, it was like, "Don't worry, dude. When I get my license, we'll listen to rock and roll on the way to school and the way back." And then they'd get their license, and I'd be in the front seat. They'd put on country music. Half-hour drive to school. Half-hour drive back. Ha, 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 ha. And then get on job sites having to hear the same, hey, it's a classic rock station, Rock 101, where they play songs from literally 40 years prior, or 30 years prior. Just classic rock songs, just being like what's it called? Oh, it's on the tip of my brain. Help me out, Demon Hunter Bear. Crow 777 mentions it all the time. Tavistock Institute. All these bands just shoved down your throat. Same with country music. Boot scooting, baby. Don't tell my heart, my achy. There might be a little dust on the bottom. No let it fool you. Don't take the girl. Yeah, no, I hate country music. And I hate classic rock because it's not classic at all. Divine 777, don't insult my mods. And you're in a timeout for 5 minutes. It depends on the rap. Play Best I Am by Flaw. Yeah, you're allowed to love Waylon Jennings. That does not mean that I have to love him. And you ever hear that conspiracy theory about, what's his name? Of course his name eludes me. The real famous, from the 90s singer, Garth Brooks. How every town he tours in has some missing girl that gets found murdered. And there's this theory that he's like a Jack the Ripper serial killer. I think that's a fun conspiracy. 10 people here. 10 thumbs up. Whoop, whoop. Anyways. I like Brian Upchurch. I like Tom McDonald. Those are white rappers. I kind of like FWB Caleb. You know, I remember back when the bitches would beg on my feet. Now they, wouldn't give me a bite. Now they beg on my feet for some crumbs. You know, with me, you will eat you a bum. Get the hell out of my face, trying to be in my fun. Shorty said, "Can't you come back to my place when I'm deep in that when I'm written and dumb?" Have a great weekend, y'all. All right, Doc Shelley. Glad to see you, buddy. Hope you have a good night's rest, Bo. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go home and have some fresh eggs and crash like the Hindenburg. Dinner ready? Nice. Bernie Sanders is the Zodiac Killer is another favorite conspiracy of mine. All right. I think we're probably going to cut it off here, y'all. It's just, I hope you guys have a great night. I hope it was funny. The band hammer was going repetitively hilarious. And remember, do you feel loved? Later, y'all. Be good.